besties, get ready with me. I have a big date with a big slab of cheese tonight, and I'm so excited. Also, my boyfriend's gonna be there too, so. I'm taking him out for his birthday. His birthday is coming up, and I seen an advertisement for like a raclette. I think that's how you say it. It's the cheese where they like melt it and they like kind of scoop it off in big globs and like put it over pasta or taters or something like that. I saw an experience coming up for that, and I sent it to him, and really it was just for me as much as it is for him. I was like, I'll take you to this for your birthday, and he was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. But it's like, ha ha. Now I gotta go. We are going out tonight, and I'm gonna do my makeup to distract myself from this hellscape that we are existing in currently. So yeah, focus on the cheese. I'm living for the cheese right now. I'm putting my e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer on. I've never been to anything like this before. I think it's at like a little cidery place, and it says it's interactive. So I'm really excited to like watch them mess with a big hot blob of cheese. And I think they're gonna serve it over like potatoes and charcuterie and pickles and stuff, and that's like my 3 favorite food groups: charcuterie, pickles, and potatoes. Maybe not top 3, but 3 of my favorites for certain. I'm very excited. I'm going in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter first, like I always do. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to focus on work today. It's been hard to focus on work this month, but it's hard to focus on work today because of cheese. That cheese is just taking up all the space in my brain. At least I'm trying to let it, so I don't slip into an anxiety spiral about the state of the world. Just girly things. Cheese away the pain. Next, I am using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy. I also saw this. I usually get mine from Amazon, but I went to Five Below the other day, and they have this at Five Below, so kind of neat. I haven't seen it in person. Target used to carry it in Walmart, but they don't always. Walmart, one of my Walmarts that I go to frequently, has all their makeup locked up, which I think is just, it just deters me from buying any makeup, because like I don't want to have to find an associate and wait and get it. I don't know, it just makes me feel like a criminal almost, because I don't know, I just can't, I just don't like going through all those extra steps. So I'm gonna go somewhere where everything isn't locked up and I can kind of look at stuff freely, because makeup is something that I like to look at and kind of read what's in it and what it does, and I just think that's really stupid to lock everything up, and like people are gonna steal no matter what. 5-finger discount. I don't know if this is a universal experience. I feel like it kind of is, but I've stole a lot of makeup in my day. I'll admit that. Deepest, darkest secret. Here's my e.l.f. blush in Dusty Rose that I always use. I should have used something else because I've used this every single time I have made a video, but whatever, it works. So, but yeah, I used to steal a lot of makeup. I don't think my mom watches these, but if she does, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still your daughter. My mom would love me and support me no matter what I did. Though, truth be told, she'd be writing me in jail. Walmart makeup and the 5-finger discount. Two things that just go hand in hand. I'm gonna blend our blush out. My bathroom has 2 doors. There's like one back here and one here. And I got this one closed because I've noticed that when I upload my videos, the backlight can kind of like make the lighting look weird. So I've got that door closed and my cat's like, "What have you done? You've locked me in this maze. Where am I?" She's so confused. She's just in there standing in the hallway like, Mom? Girl? That is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Rose. And then I'm going in with my Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. Using a very light hand on this. I like the pomade because I feel like it lasts a lot longer than like a pencil. An eyebrow pencil doesn't last anytime. If that's like the only thing you're using to fill in your eyebrows, I feel like they go so quickly and you spend so much money. But the Dip Brow, that stuff, you just have to use a very light hand because if not, you get the 2016 eyebrows, which I was a definite victim to. Still am, whatever. And now my cat's at her water bowl. She's having a little drink about it. I've stressed her out. I can hear her. She's like, "Lord, let me have me a drink." My boyfriend is also a huge airplane nerd. He loves planes. So I told him I'd take him to the airport museum that's in Ohio. It's like 2 hours away from where I live. And he's just so grateful. I hope he cries. I love to make him cry. With like sentimental, heartfelt things. Not like in a mean way. But I can, and he knows it. But I'm taking him to this, and then we're driving up there this weekend to look at the planes. Which, like, in the grand scheme of boyfriend things that I've had to do for, like, boyfriends, planes are very mild. I had a boyfriend who was really into Magic the Gathering, and I would much rather go look at a plane museum than sit at a Magic the Gathering tournament all night. Because I've been there and done that, and it is stinky. No hate if anybody watching me plays Magic. Playing Magic is fun. Really, it's just like a card strategy game. Like, that's fine. But the people that play it can be a little, you know. Also, had a boyfriend who was really into deathmatch wrestling where people hit each other over the head with like light bulbs and stuff. To each their own, but I'm glad I don't have to like watch that anymore or hear about it. However, I will say that going to one of those matches was prime people watching. You know, just, yeah. That's all I'll say on the matter. No further comment. This is Morphe Jumbo Continuous Setting Mist, by the way. Okay, I never have bought eye primer yet. I need to do that tonight. I need to like put an alert in my phone. Every time I say that when I'm filming these videos, my phone is the one filming it. So I can't put an alert in my phone. But I need to, I'll tell him, my boyfriend, he'll help me remember. We're kind of like Cosmo and Wanda sometimes, where it's like we're two halves of a whole idiot. So if one of us forgets, usually the other will remember and vice versa. I'm just using concealer to prime my lids. So I've been out of eye primer for like 2 weeks. I think I'm just gonna do a neutral eye because I don't know what I'm wearing yet. I think I'm just gonna do kind of a smoky neutral ordeal. So I'm putting just like a light skin color, highlighty kind of, you know. And my cat is still walking, pacing like, girl, this door is shut. Like, yeah, I know, honey, I did it. I've been trying to feed her more wet food lately too, and this diva, she don't like anything except this really cheap stuff. It's called like a bisque or something. That's the only thing she'll eat that's wet. She's so picky. I'm gonna go in my crease with like a warm brown. I hate when I do that. I'll be having like my mirror in my hand, but then the palette's got a mirror and I'm looking in the palette mirror but still holding my big mirror. I just recently bought this big mirror too. I think I got it on Amazon. But I was using one of those little tiny Sephora gift card holders. And I was just like, why am I living like this? Let me buy an actual hand mirror. I don't know about y'all, but like sometimes I do that where I'm like using stuff that I can just like buy a new one of. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to do this. I don't have to be torture myself like this. Living life in hard mode just because you're too ignorant to think of a reason not to. Like, come on now. It just be that way sometimes. I'm gonna try to find like a dark color for the outside, like the outer corner. I want it to be neutral. Ooh, my nails just ran across something and I didn't like the sound it made. This isn't like brown. I want brown. Or like purplish brown. There we go. That's kind of the color I wanted. I'm just gonna pack that in the outer corner. And then blend with my brown. I put a little bit more of my light brown on there. We have kind of like a neutral moment. Neutral moment. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear tonight. And truthfully, I need to go through my closet because I work from home. I feel like the majority of things that I have that are nice are like work stuff, and like being fat, I feel like also some of our like going out clothes tend to skew kind of like workplacey, if you know what I mean. Like if you're fat for some reason, they don't think you deserve to like be cute when you go out. You have to look like you're like the regional representative attending some kind of business meeting. And like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I am and I need that stuff, but sometimes like I'm just going out for a fun little date and I want to look cute and not like matronly. That's my biggest complaint with plus size clothes is that if they're not matronly, they're like skulls and roses. Like Torrid is just like skulls and roses. But Lane Bryant's like somebody's mamaw, so. But I'm not saying that it's all like that, but like, because you really just have to look. Like, they have gems every now and then. I'll get something like really, really cute, but it's like you've had to sift through 500 pages of stuff that looks like your aunt would wear to a church mixer, you know? And that's just like every time I'm shopping and looking for stuff, that's what ends up happening. And it's just like exhausting. And people would say, not here, because this is a curated, lovely space. At least I hope not here. But people will be like, just lose weight. Like, I don't know. It's not that easy for some people. But I do just wish that, like, I could go into a store and be like, oh, I'm kind of looking for something like this and just find it. I've never been able to do that in my whole life. At least with stuff I like. I've shopped from stores when I was a kid, but being a kid in the early 2000s and being fat, the clothes I wore, I would try to like squeeze myself into like Abercrombie and stuff, my crack hanging out, titties pushed up to my chin. Like, girl, this Abercrombie was not made for you, honey. But like, there was nothing else in the early 2000s. It was that or the plus size section at JCPenney or Goodies or somewhere. And then again, you look like somebody's mama in a floral blouse. Like, been there, done that. Had many floral blouses in my day. Now I don't. I only buy it like if I actually like it, not just because that's all there is. If I ever were to become like very, very rich, or I could have my own clothing line, I would just do cute stuff for fat people. Cause like, sometimes I just want something basic and you can't even find that. Doing our eyeliner with our Milani matte waterproof. I think I might wear some big eyelashes tonight. The cheese calls for it, I feel like. My belly's gonna be hurting this time tomorrow, but it'll be worth it. I've never been to anything like this, but I'm excited. Now, I'm not a big drinker very much either. I like it every now and then when I'm in the mood. I love beer, but like I said, this is at a cider place, so they're supposed to recommend pairings based on the cheese and like the charcuterie stuff, so that'll be good, I think. I love beer though, and cider's not that. Cider's like beer's sweet cousin or something. I'm not a liquor drinker though. If I'm gonna drink, I'll have me a couple beers. I think I got my wild drinking stuff out when I was really young. Like my freshman year of college, I drank enough that year to probably give alcohol poisoning to the whole freshman class, so needless to say, I kind of grew out of it. But don't get me wrong, I can still turn up with the best of them. I still like a good shot of tequila every now and then. Eyeliner's done, I think, for the most part. Now I'm gonna put my line under my waterline a little bit. I'm having one of those days with my eyeliner where I don't like what it's doing, so I'm trying to fix it, and I need to just quit messing with it. That's my best advice, is paint for people who are far away. Don't paint up close, and quit messing with it. So the more you mess with it, the more you add to it. Usually, the worse it looks. I'm gonna put some of my kilowatt foil on my blush. Thank you, Miss Fenty. It's at least warmer here today than it has been. Thank God. I pray that like the worst of winter is over. Kentucky had a lot of snow and grossness. I'm gonna set my face again before I put my mascara on. And I got these lashes at Five Below. I went on a Five Below shopping spree the other day because money burns a hole in my pocket sometimes, even when I don't have very much of it. I got $2. I'm like, oh, I could spend one, buy me some eyelashes. Like, girl. These are LA Colors False Lashes Party Pack. Yeah, they look pretty nice. They're not bad for little cheapy LA Colors lashes, and they're big. That's what I want. I'm in the mood for a big bold lash. So I'm gonna put on a little mascara. Do y'all use fake eyelashes, falsies? Do you get lash extensions? Or are you just out here with mascara? Oh, I'm thinking about that cheese and I'm getting excited. I'm glad I tricked him into going to this for his birthday. Whatever he would have chose, it would have been good. Because he likes to eat too. That's like a prerequisite for my relationships. You also have to like to eat and can't be picky. One thing he is picky about though that I will never understand, the man does not like ranch dressing or sour cream or mayo, anything that's like that. He doesn't like, which is crazy because that's like my holy trinity: ranch, sour cream, and mayo. Perhaps the widest sentence ever uttered. But that means when we get dipping sauce, guess who gets double dipping sauce? Double dipping! It's me! So I've plucked my lashes out and I'm gonna trim them because they are very big. I'm gonna just give them a little trim. Gonna flex the band a little bit so they're not like stiff and pokey. Don't want our lashes stiff and pokey. Kiss Lash Glue is the best because it has this little brush. You can just paint it right on there. I used to wear lashes like every day. I don't know if I've mentioned that in any of my videos, but I used to, before I worked from home, which I started working from home in about November of 2023, I will wear lashes literally every day, just about, which is just crazy to me because now I wear makeup maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I'm gonna put some highlighter on too. This is Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Blossom Glow. Wet n Wild Mega Glow and Blossom Glow. This is one of the best highlighters. I'm a Wet n Wild girl till I die. I used Wet n Wild when I was in middle school, and I use it now at 31 because it just, their stuff's solid. As far as cheap makeup goes, their stuff is truly solid. I'm gonna put a little in the inner corner. And now we're gonna set again. I'm gonna take my headband off since my face is all set. I got this at Five Below. I think I said that in the beginning. But it's cute. I like it better than, I like headbands like this better than the ones like my slug one that I wear all the time. This, I have a big fat head and it's stretching every bit of elastic. But I don't feel like it messes my bangs up so bad. They're already messed up enough on their own. They don't need any help, so. I'm just waiting for my lash glue to get tacky. Straighten my bangs back. Yesterday I did something with my straightener that I've never done in my life, and that was clamp down on my earlobe, which surprisingly I've never done that. My earlobes are big ham hocks on the side of my head. They look just like my dad's. But I clamped the straightener down on my earlobe, but I guess I wasn't paying attention, and it hurt like a MFer. Oh, these lashes are pretty for how cheap they were. Go to Five Below, get you some lashes. Especially if you're new to them and you're just practicing. Or the Dollar Tree also sometimes has a good pair too. I really like those. I'll show you what they look like one more time. They're LA Colors Lash Craze 3D Faux Mink False Lashes. Yeah, and they were maybe, I don't know, they weren't $5. I think these were maybe $3.50 or something, but they're with all the makeup and stuff. Now I'm ready, almost ready, to go drown my sorrows in cheese. I might wear some lipstick tonight, but I kind of don't like to wear lipstick when I go on dinner dates because I feel like I'm just worried about my lipstick being all over my face the whole time and I can't enjoy the food or like what's going on. So I might not. I'm not a big lipstick girl. But there we have it. Thank you for getting ready with me, and stay tuned because I'm gonna try to vlog the date if it's not too awkward. I don't know if we'll be like at our own table, we'll be seated with other people, but I'm gonna try to film stuff. And really I don't usually care because like God forbid a girl wants to capture a memory with a loved one, you know, but if it's gonna be real awkward I might not film it, but I'm gonna try, so stay tuned. Yeah, about to go get cheesed up, boys. Have a good day.